Pick one, pack one. We got a win condition in the opening pack. Nightvale Predator, Integrity Intervention, Camaraderie, Conclave Cavalier. Conclave Cavalier is good, but Nightvale Predator literally just wins games. So I don't think there's even a remotely close second pick here. This card's good. This card is not very good, but it's okay. This card's quite good, but this card is just a win condition. So I snap pick Predator in that scenario. Pick 2 is between Burglar Rat and Chemister's Insight. Chemister's Insight is quite a good one. Playable in Demir. The rare is not very good for us again. So we'll take the Chemister's Insight. Deck Helper's not on. Let me fire that up. That might be me. Deck Master. As I said, when I was force quitting that game, I accidentally hit log out. And I'm really glad it didn't crash the stream entirely, which it might have. Okay. Yeah, Rat's really good too. Demir Guildgate, Child of Night, Devious Cover-Up, Mephetic Vapors. I'm okay running a Child of Night. Pick that there. Crawl Swarm is another quasi-win condition. The Boros Challenger's fairly late here. Forcing Demir really hard after our first pick. We could walk away from it, but I'm not walking away from a Nightvale Predator. Take the Crawl Swarm. It's damage in the air. Darkblade Agent's right where we want to be. We want to start hitting some Surveil synergies, but that's fine. Second Darkblade Agent is fine over the first Devious Cover-Up. I like 2 3s for 3. There's our first piece of surveilling, and also on a good body with it. Seems nice. Demir Guildgate versus Gorgon. I'll take the Guildgate number 1. Agent number 3. I'm okay with 3 agents. I don't want to play these cards. I'll take the Boros Guildgate. That might be relevant somewhere. I don't know how, but maybe. Take Devious Cover-Up that wield. Sure, I can run one of those and not be too salty about it. Not much in here. Never happens playable. Creeping Chill is an uncommon. It's got that going for it. There's a boar. And a wave. Okay, we're waiting for our surveil. We have the payoffs. Now we need the surveil. So Chemister's Insight's good. We already have one, and the Operative's amazing. Now it's a lot of 3-drops, but surveil coming back and gaining life is ridiculous. We're going to probably, I hate to pick up another 3-drop right now, but we really need surveil payoffs. So I'm on the Demir Informant plan. We're missing removal right now. We're missing recurring sources of surveil. Spybug is another payoff, but it's a 2-drop payoff. We'll take it. Don't need another Darkblade Agent. Beacon Bolt's great. So is the Guild Mage, but we're forcing surveil right now. Take Unexplained Disappearance. This is pretty bad for us. Take a 4-drop creature. Could take the Guildgate. Hoping to get better than that. Let's take the Guildgate in case we want to play red in this. That's the type of card we really want to see. Take a Nightvale Sprite and be very happy about it. It's very late Nightvale Sprite again. Passwell Adept, okay, but not good. Creeping Chill is unplayable. Never happened. We don't need another of. Don't really want a Mesmerist in this deck. Do I want a 4th Darkblade Agent? Not really. I'm okay to have like 2 of those, but I need a lot of payoffs for that. I think I'll take a sideboard Passwell Adept. Maybe even a main deck Passwell Adept. Okay, another source of surveil. I think the payoffs in our deck are so high with sources of surveil. I would like to pick up the Dowser, but I'm really worried about the surveil numbers. Take a Severed Strands. Take a Bats as a win condition. Take a Command the Storm as a possible splash if we don't get any other removal. Don't want to be playing a Bargain Sergeant, particularly. Take a Radical Idea. I hope not to play it. Take another Cover Up. I don't really want to play 2. Take a Sure Strike. Okay. Pack 3 is a Murmuring Mystic. Our sorcery and instant count is really low right now. But not unbelievably low. And it's the best card in this pack for us. The rare is not in our color. This is a pretty big body too. I'm going to take the Mystic. Represents a win condition. Can we tutor multicolor cards? Kind of be funny. I think it's probably Unexplained Disappearance or could be Vapors. Both are activators. I like the Unexplained Disappearance here. I just need surveil activators. Mere Spybug. Not even that greedy. Is that our Burglar Rat? I think we want the Spybug. Alright, our plan is to surveil every turn. How do we do that? Got a Nightvale Sprite. So neither of these are very exciting as a third pick. I don't want a third Unexplained Experience. I don't want a second Dimir Informant. I think I'm on the Is It Guildgate. I am going to be running Command the Storm. It's like my only piece of fucking red removal. Necrotic Wound is good enough to play. Late Burglar Rats would be nice. Dowser maybe as a body. Draft more than 4? Yeah, you can draft as many as you want. Many as are offered. I don't really need 2s or 3s right now, and the Rat does not fit this game plan. I have no other discard either, so I think this is on the Dowser. I like Rat in general more than that. That's a nice card for us. Dazzling Lights, combat trick that also surveils. Vapors as a surveil trigger. Seems fine. Inescapable Blaze Wield, because apparently no one is playing Izzet or Boros. I don't think it's splashable for us. Probably take second Dowser here and not be that upset. Vapors, sure. With the Sky Knight Legionnaire over there. What the fuck? I'll take the uncommon. I'm not playing a third Devious cover up, but I'm not playing a Build Shade. I want none of these things. Well, for the first time ever, we drafted a Dimir back without a lot of surveil and with no misinformation campaign. So, that's interesting. Alright. So, we need to trim this deck. We have one piece of removal. That's not true. We have Necrotic Wound, Severed Strands, and Command the Storm. We will be splashing red for the Command the Storm, although I'm probably just doing it off Guild Gates. I don't think I'm putting a mountain in this deck. Card count is too high right now. Let's have a look in just a second what that looks like. 46. Alright, win condition are flyers. Nightveil Predator. Probably focused in a little bit too hard on that. We saw a lot of decent card synergies with it, but just not a lot of surveil activators, unfortunately. Probably taking out one Vapors to start. Passwall Adept looks a little bit weak here. We have a Child of Night, Surveil Strike, and 2 Spybugs early. That seems okay. I probably want the Radical Idea. Oh, I didn't want to take out both Vapors. I probably want to run one. What are our synergies with Mystic? We have Vapors, Strands, Double Unexplained. We have enough synergies to make that playable. I don't like Devious Cover Up in this deck particularly. 3 more. There's an argument for the other Vapors coming out. I like my spell count. It kills off our birds though, doesn't it? Yeah. So we have 1, 2, 3. Might not want to run quite as many Darkblade agents. We don't have enough sources of surveil. We have too many payoffs, not enough sources. It's 41. Creature count is currently 16. Light and removal. Radical Idea is on the short list. Severed Strands is on the short list. We don't have much removal, so Severed Strands is a little bit better than it would be otherwise. I don't know what the fuck we sacrifice to Severed Strands with this deck, though. Like, there's no creature in here. I'm like, yeah, just sacrifice it. Maybe the Dimir Informant. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of Radical Idea either. We don't have a ton of card draw. Bird tokens. Yeah, maybe. Alright, so we need one card out that is not those. The bats are fairly weak, but it is 4-drop curve. It is a flyer. Second Dowser is not great, but this is presumably going to tie up my late game. So between bats, Dowser, and I think it's probably just the bats for me. This card's pretty weak. Okay. 2 red sources, 7 and 7. So this is too many islands. There needs to be a black source. Okay, so this is 9 sources of blue, 9 sources of black, and 2 sources of red. I think I'm fine with this. Play that late. Alright. Deck didn't end up looking that good. This looks like a pretty weak Izzet. Or, excuse me, weak Dimir. I think that should... But we're on the Nightveil Predator carry. What do we want to call this? Card is so fucking cool looking. This is probably my favorite art in the set. I love this artwork. I love this card. What are we calling this? Better than is it? First pick, last pick. Okay. Oops. First pick, worst pick. I think that's what we'll call it. Okay.